Hey everyone, we're back with another video trying to build you guys up and build an amazing success mindset. So today I want to talk about why most people's definition of success is wrong. Most people focus on I want to have a lot of money, I want to, not have to worry about things, et cetera, et cetera. You need to realize that your definition of success, if you actually want to get to that point where you are financially free or, you don't have to worry about certain things, your definition of success needs to be, I want to get better by 1% every single day, or I need to get better by 0.5% every single day. That needs to be your definition of success. Why? There's multiple reasons. One, that is a clear, attainable goal that you can focus on for every single day, and you have a binary yes, no way to evaluate if you did that or not. Did you actually work on something today that was productive and improving yourself? That's a yes, no question. That's very clear. And then you need to repeat this day of you doing work and being actually productive and, learning something. You need to repeat this like thousands of times, okay? And then eventually, that will lead to the point of where you become successful. But if you just keep thinking, oh, I want success because, I want to reach this point, and you just have this big goal, you don't break it up into sub-goals, right? Then you're never going to reach there because you're not going to keep yourself accountable for what you need to do each and every day to actually get there. And also, here's the thing. That big goal is going to take so long to achieve. I'm being so honest with you guys right now. It's going to take forever to achieve. So if you don't change your definition of success, you are going to be constantly in your head thinking, I'm just a failure, I'm just a failure, I'm just a failure, until you reach that super big goal. And that super big goal may be like 5 years away. So you're going to just constantly be thinking, I'm a failure, I'm a failure, I'm a failure. And that is not good for your mindset. That is not good and does not support you in doing more work. It doesn't allow you to really push yourself or have a good, internal dialogue with yourself. And it's not a good mindset to be in. So you need to focus on things you can control, right? Because that's the most important, and comparing with yourself. Those two things, if you focus on comparing with yourself and what you can control, that is going to, if you just rinse and repeat that every day, that is going to lead you to where you need to go. And that's a much better way of defining success. And at the end of the day, if you talk to all these super successful people, what do they say? A lot of them wish they could go back to the point where they were not successful just in one aspect. The aspect of constantly improving. Not in the aspect, of course, everybody wants to be successful now and have the money. So they're not going to want to get rid of that. But they're saying that aspect of always constantly striving for more and improving. You develop a really amazing feeling of accomplishment when you look back and realize that you've grown so much. There's been periods in my life where 1 year passes and I changed so much. And it's just incredibly rewarding and fulfilling to see that. Because you know that you are really going all out and you're just growing into it's almost like a flower, right? You plant the seed and you're just patiently watering and watering and watering, and then you see a flower bloom, right? You just see how different the seed and that flower is. And that's something I can't really describe. You have to experience it yourself. But what does it come from? It comes from pushing yourself every single day, trying out new things, not being afraid to look like a fool and take risks, right? And from that, you're going to gain so much experience. That's why a lot of young people now are actually able to become successful, because if you push yourself enough, you're going to gain more experience than a lot of 60-year-olds have, just through constantly increasing the speed and the volume at which you do everything. And that experience is going to be invaluable for actually leading you towards success later on. So I think that you need to really change your definition of success, because if you don't, it's going to lead to a lot of issues. It's going to lead to you probably giving up. And if you think about the timeframes for success, they're really long. So any small change you can do is going to have a huge impact. So that's my biggest takeaway, guys. If you have any questions, leave them down below, but follow and subscribe for more.